Okay, here's what we got. I have some friends that can't cook. I mean, they can't cook anything. They're afraid to cook. They they never learn. They're just afraid. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make about 10 or 12 videos of the easiest stuff possible. All right, so here we have 2 boxes of Jiffy mix, the Jiffy cornbread mix. In that bowl, I have 2 eggs. I have 2/3 of a cup of milk. Everything is doubled. I also have 2 tablespoons of flour in that bowl, and I'm mixing it all together. Okay, it's 2 boxes of cornbread mix, 2 eggs, 2/3 of a cup of milk, and 2 tablespoons of flour. All right. Like I said, I'm going to do about 10 or 12 of these easy things. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to add some onions and peppers. You can use any kind of peppers you want. We're going to add that to the mix. If you want, you could use jalapeno peppers, which are very good in this. You know, when you make a fritters are pretty much anything you want, you know, hush puppies are what they're called. You know, back in the day when the dogs would be barking because they smelled the food cooking, the dogs would be going crazy. They used to make something like this with flour and water or milk, and then they would throw in the scraps of whatever, and they would throw them at the dogs, and they would say hush puppy. That's how the hush puppies got their name. All right, anyway, now you take 2 spoons, and you're just scooping them up, putting them in the hot oil. The oil's about 400 degrees. Listen, I don't recommend that you try to deep fry without a deep fryer. You gotta have a thermostat. If you have a thermometer that goes up to 400, okay, that's all right. You keep an eye on it. But if you're just doing it in a pan, forget it. Don't do it. In fact, if you just want to bake these things, just leave out the 2 tablespoons of flour, and you can bake them in cupcake tins. All right, now look, I put the strainer on top of that just to weight them down. Don't push on it. Don't do anything. Just to weight them down so that they cook evenly on the top and the bottom. By the way, this deep fryer was less than 20 bucks, and I use it for everything. It boils water. I can saute in it, and it deep fries. I mean, it's a really nice little piece of equipment that was very cheap. So anyway, buy one. Then what I do is after it cools, after the oil cools, I strain it and I put the oil back in the refrigerator. And when you do that, that oil will last, man, forever. I mean, if you leave the oil out on the counter, it will eventually go rancid. But if you put it in the refrigerator after it cools, it'll last forever. I'm telling you. Okay. I mean, eventually it's going to get dirty, you know, and you're going to have to get rid of it. But if you refrigerate it, it lasts a long time. All right, now you can see there the strainer is just holding them down. It's not, I'm not pushing on them. I'm not doing anything. These are a lot more delicate than hush puppies. Hush puppies you can throw against the wall and they bounce around and they're still good. But these are a lot more delicate. Okay, so there you go. There's another batch going in. See, you can tell the oil's getting dirty now. It's starting to bubble. So I probably won't use this oil again. I'll probably throw this one out and get more oil. All right, anyway, that's it. It's done. It's hush puppies with onions and peppers. Oh, man, throw in some shrimp and some jalapenos. Woo, hoo, 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 hoo. You're talking really good. All right, you might be able to find this somewhere else around town, but you ain't going to find it any better than this. I got to go. I got to eat.